Parla, those are the questions. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on Mirage, a star-studded affair between gaming royalty G2 and the hungry underdogs, Chad. Big have to prove themselves here, yet to win a map.
Yeah, if they're able to pick this series up against G2, this group is going to find itself up for question. We know outsiders have started off strong. And Big, they want to course correct from yesterday with a win of their own and taking down G2. A big scalp in this group could be one way to set that record straight. The buyers are coming forward, and Henry, I know you love a pair of Julies. How does 2 feel?
I feel great about it, Chad. 7 guns in my book. It might be cheating in many others, but I'm absolutely fine with it. We'll get into this first round here, and here it is. This is going to be an exciting matchup here. A neutral map, I would say, with Mirage. Picked by Big, they will be starting on the T side here and making their way towards middle. 4 players there, and with the P250s out as well, ready to frag a couple of those for faveN and Keto as they make their way towards short. Hunter to receive first interactions here.
Okay, well, they've got window control already, jumping into syrsoN, but JKS with the Julies up towards the Palace position, strikes first blood, and now both players noted, m0NESY and JKS having to defend with these pistols, but Nico's here. He's going to remove a little bit of pressure, and it's just 2 remaining for Big now.
Oh, they are actually fighting back. This round is not over by any stretch of the imagination. m0NESY here with the dual Berettas, but Hunter, wow, he smells blood in the water and will be finishing things off there. It's going to be a 1-0 start for G2. Very clean, I would say. The dual Berettas as well, bringing off quite nicely. They managed to pick up a couple of frags each, and JKS towards that Palace position was never pressured and found himself a lot of positional control. Here it is, Keto getting dropped, and then Nico's doing so much damage towards that connector. A pretty fast round there, but no bomb planted. Suggests we'll be seeing a 4-spy here from Big.
Crazy how JKS is still in Maui's bloody crosshairs, isn't it?
I knew you were going to mention this. What are your thoughts on that?
We'll wait until the game, gets on here, but Big just made changes. They need some time. G2, on the other hand, JKS sucks is apparently the headline here. So we got some fair critique going on. That's always what you want to see, is creeping up towards the A ramp here with 2. The scout, well, also to keep in mind, Keto was actually a part of Big beforehand when JKS hadn't played competitively for the better part of a year, Henry.
True.
So,
these are all very good points.
We'll keep these things in mind.
We'll track them as the game goes on here and evolves, as we do see the first bit of damage inflicted. I say a little bit, it's actually quite a lot. syrsoN down to 15 points of health. A massive grenade there to inflict damage early on. He's got the scouts and no armor, so that's why it cost him so much of his HP. And a lot of control here. HooXi looking towards the B apartments, has absolute full control, smokes it off as well, trying to funnel them towards A, and he might be onto something here because that's where 3 players reside for the German squad. Bomb there towards A ramp, and they're actually investigating the area as well. I dare say m0NESY's onto something as he'll try and open things up. The bomb's dropped. 2 players as well, money farmed, and not really much else to be said here. Take some fantastic deagle shots and then some to even stand a chance here.
Keto tends to be pretty crispy on the deagle, so let's see if he can find the head of JKS here. tabseN up in towards the vent room as well. Could become a bit of a problem for Nico here if he doesn't consider his lines. And fluffing his was tabseN, but the conversion there. And there's Keto's deagle. The kills keep coming. m0NESY now spamming with the MP9. He is able to hold this off, and Hunter again from the same position bows them out of trouble just as things start to get a little bit hot under the collar here for G2, and now it's the in-game lead. tabseN with another scorcher. It's hot in Malta, but hotter now for tabseN. The time's not there. He's going to run into the site and try and get this bomb down. Has to be planting. 3, 2, 1. And denied. Hunter the savior right now, 5-0. But a close round, considering how that started for m0NESY over towards the ramp in the beginning. Quite a few casualties there.
Yeah, a little bit of a somber tone to the end of the round for G2 after finding the initial 2 picks towards the A ramp, scooping up the bomb, the MP9 farming that money, but then the deagle headshots come through, and it's a very different looking round. The complexion changes completely, and we all have round number 3, the full eco, I would assume. But there's actually 4 deagles for Big here. syrsoN saving up for the AWP, of course. Almost bomb planted there. You can see Hunter probably not happy with the
Where's the reg man?
finish.
What's going on? Where the bullets aren't hitting? We've all been there.
We've been there a few times, even this week.
And our aim's the problem. We know Hunter's isn't.
So, towards B we go, Chad, and you can see the incendiary primed, ready to lock them out of the bomb site. It's going to be the first kill for G2, though. tabseN removed. And if they can even find a couple of 1-deeks here, that would be a win in its own right. But we'll see what they've got in mind.
It's surprising, right, that in the early stages, we don't see them attempting to pepper over towards HooXi, who we know has this fanfare around him at the moment. We talked about the anticipation that everybody had just to see him in the server. And for a lot of people, it's either stopped being a meme and they actually want to see this bloke do well, or it is a meme and they want to see him get farmed. But farming is G2.
I think it's a mixture of the two, leaning towards the latter.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone this spoken about within CSGO since Dota, to be honest with you.
And I think him being in G2 kind of helps and hurts him because they always meme on themselves, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's a positive and a negative. I think it's just for him getting over that mental hurdle because he can definitely contribute in the server, right? I think here, in-game leading in English is going to be a bit of a drama in the early stages.
Still adjusting, right?
Yeah.
Brand new roster to understand and work out what's going to be the best port of call for actually managing them. But here we go, the first real gun round, ladies and gents. The bomb down towards middle. tabseN trying to cross over, and he has safely done so. They've smoked out towards the window and short. And in terms of the setup for the CTs here, they are active towards connector. Nico and JKS ready to strike.
This. They really like this move. HooXi calls them all in. All 5 members gravitate from the sites and clamp down on mid here as a collective. They're going to likely Molotov under window so they can all focus top mid here. There's the molly. Here comes the flashes, clearing out top mid. tabseN's dead, syrsoN as well. And look at this clamp down. Krimbo needs to respond, and 3 kills for him. The young gun steps up massively.
That's absolutely fantastic from Krimbo. Another round where it looked like G2 had all the advantages going for them. And faveN, who will actually bring in the penultimate kill. Just Hunter remains here. A 5-on-3 turned on his head. Krimbo finds incredible form there. And a minute remaining here. They will be finishing up towards B. And I'm not sure Hunter can do anything about this. He makes his way towards connector. There is a kill available here. Oh, but he spots the barrel. Yeah, but that's a kill for sure. But I think that's pretty much all he gets in the round. Maybe to saving the AK-47.
The Orbs top mid, if you wanted to consider gallivanting to try and collect that, it could be something on the docket here. But that move, right? G2 have actually run that a couple times. They've played Blast, and now they've come into this event here. And when they did it at Blast, it didn't work for them that often, right? It's a good move. I like it because a lot of teams love the mid control in a map like Mirage, but if Krimbo is able to thread the needle and get 3 massive kills, it just gets negated.
Like the actual execution of the play from short, it went very well. They get the first 2 kills, but as you said, if a star play comes through like that, you're not expecting him to get 2, let alone 3. The round could fall on his head, so it wasn't necessarily the wrong call or the wrong tactic used. Just didn't really work out as Krimbo goes absolutely huge for big. And there it is, they'll post their first round on the board. Here's the replay. You can see they've got no idea of him making his way through that smoke and the jump up. Oh, that cost him the life there towards the window room, and that's going to be quite a clean finish.
Yeah, the extinguish on the molly below window, right, should normally be a bit of a signal on that. They're just a little bit late to respond. The comms are likely hectic, and well, Krimbo's come early here today.
Absolutely has.
Well, let's see here. That AWP, it is in the hands right now of m0NESY. Not one for syrsoN on the other side of things, and faveN down to the MAC-10 in hand, but m0NESY, Springbok, jumps down towards the underpass, has Nico here as well.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a one-way to operate with towards middle, but we're actually going in towards B. The flashbangs have been thrown in. HooXi will have to build his shelter at the very back. They know exactly where he is, and I thought the MAC-10 will make light work of him there, but it's actually Hunter joining the party here, and they've got another 5-on-3, but these two have eluded them the last couple of rounds. Can they hold on to the frags and wait for the backup to come from the teammates here?
Well, rotation's really not on its way just yet. Still 2 players over towards connector as HooXi and Hunter batten down the hatches, but now punching in the digits will be Krimbo. This rotation now on notice, but look at all this util as they don't quite stick the landing on the boost after 3rd attempt. They will. Taking a look, do we see a defuse kit? Yes, there's 2 in place, so opportunities to get stuck in with these nades. The limp smoke being considered from Hunter here.
Not actually liking the look of this too much for G2 here.
It's a bit dicey, isn't it?
They're running out of time. There's great position for syrsoN. I dare say he's going to get at least 1 kill. There it is. Hunter will continue this great form he's showing so far. A couple of frags there. Just tabseN. I say just. This guy can frag out of his mind at this point. It would have been the jumping shot as he fell down.
Is there time? He's got the kid. It's going to be very, very close for Hunter here. Down to the details. And Hunter comes in clutch. The kills and the defuse. Fortunate there. But a close one. A very close one with how that one started. But we want to highlight HooXi got his kill on B there, Henry.
That's all he had to do, and he stayed alive as well, right? He'd actually had to just drop the smoke, try and buy time, delay them as much as possible to get their first 2 opening kills. There it is, HooXi finding faveN, and Hunter, nice spray down. What a fantastic few rounds he's had. tabseN, almost the hero at this point as well. Was on for an amazing round, but Hunter shuts him down in the nick of time. Milliseconds to spare, and it's another stressful finish. But 4-1 up. Bomb planted, big means they do bring something to the table here with the partial buy.
A's about to be tested. These Tech 9s, yeah, they're setting up all the util over towards this A bomb site. JKS on a bit of an island here. The closest help right now is Nico towards connector, and you also have m0NESY with the AWP, but they're likely to be smoked off here. So JKS needs a couple of kills, Henry.
We'll see what can happen here. Nico with a nice start, opens up the round towards Keto, and now JKS will strike. He does significant damage towards Krimbo, but can't quite find the frag here. Nico locked out by the smokes. Players all around it, but the flashbangs very, very powerful, but not quite enough. And there it is, the second frag found, a mad advantage for big. Bomb will be planted. No HP, but they have managed to find the M4 as well. Hunter, good grenade, should find the kill there. Doesn't quite, but here it is. 3 versus 3. Rifles found, but the round slipping away.
Oh, HooXi's found a kill through the box there. If Hunter can initiate onto syrsoN here, there's a way back in, but it's HooXi. He's the man getting the kill from downtown and around the world. Krimbo, with that kill onto JKS, has to win out this clutch. He's tapping the bomb. They're hoping to draw him forward, but this is giving him more time. Yeah, you shouldn't consider too many issues here, but it's not being considered. The Tech-9 in the back will strike, but the bomb gets defused. And a plan off of that, JKS really needs a kill from under that palace position to try and slow that down and allow Nico to chip on in, but a good shot from Krimbo.
It looked like the flashes were going to be very effective. He was going to swing out and get at least 2, but they weren't blind whatsoever. They were able to take him down quick as you like. He was able to get off like 3 or 4 shots before he was dropped, but Nico at least giving the man advantage. They could afford to lose 1 at least, but he was blind. You could see that.
Yeah, it looked like Krimbo had the crosshair locked before the flash had popped, so maybe just a bit of a mistiming there from the push of G2, but still a very good round from Big. This is early stages. They can get the full guns out, and they're already in top mid control here. syrsoN this time slightly more aggressive with his maneuver. Will get to tap, and he's hoping that a CT is aggressive around these smokes, but that's not the case right now. It's just Monaseat down below the window, knows that he's on a timer here. Will have to dip back eventually, and well, there it is.
So a bit of a standstill here. Mid control granted for now at least. 3 players there with the bomb. syrsoN will be bringing the orb to the party this time, and they'll be Molotoved out of the apartments. Will readjust their situation and start making their way back towards middle to join their comrades there. Hunter with the grenade towards underpass. Doesn't quite connect. No damage inflicted so far, and this could be the first. Great flashbang once again. Buys them the angle. Nico investigating middle now, trying to work out what they've sacrificed in these earlier stages of the round.
Okay, well, just making it around the corner here. This smoke is going to bloom, and a bit deeper. You can see that one landing inside the actual connector there, not on CT side, so Nico's going to have a hard time operating with this, standing hoping they come through that grey screen, but tabseN mounting up towards the vent. Here's the danger man here as we're clamping down for what should be an A finish. JKS again, over towards this dark position.
Got tabseN set up as well for his teammates strike, but he will be found out. Not the cleanest kill, but they all count. Nico will dispatch of him and actually finds himself a second. Great sequence. JKS to be tested once again. They know he likes it under this balcony position. Finds the bomb, Molotoved out. 4 versus 2. And just 1 player remaining. syrsoN, he realizes his time's up. 15 seconds remaining. Quite a lackluster finish there from Big Clan. Didn't really get going in the round. Granted, mid-control. Didn't seem to do much with it. Lost the B apartment. Fell back. Walked into the bomb side, but Nico just took care of them, no problem whatsoever.
Oh, and could be nightmare fuel for syrsoN here if he steps back. He could go down to Hunter, who, yeah, never mind, you're right, he's gone the other direction, and HooXi is actually the one who's fortunate to be alive there. Just dips a toe in that A-ramp water, but a timeout taken in the first from Big. A saved AWP, plenty of cash with the loss bonus, but the approach, that's the problem right now.
Hunter is 10-0 right now, Chad.
It's pretty cool not to die.
Yeah, he's playing with God mode enabled, it seems. As we'll see, the top fragger for the Big side be between Krimbo and tabseN. Krimbo actually getting them that 1 round single-handedly, I would say. Wasn't really down to strategy or the defaults or execution. It was down to a rebuttal. After receiving the aggression with the CT side, he manages to get 3 huge kills. Don't get me wrong, very skilled, very nice. But you need a lot more than that to suggest this is your map pick.
That's a good point. The fights came to them, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we've got to see a lot more. It's still very early days, you know, but AK-47s are plenty for G2 now. That's a bit of a problem. Those long-range duels become oh so tantalizing for them. The likes of Nico, JKS, and Hunter. That is a formidable trio, Chad. You don't want to be up against them with the AKs in their hand. And here comes that aggression once more. Actually, nice movement from Manesi to get himself up. And then we're looking towards middle. Oh. Easy as you like. On a plate, that one. Serve them up for dinner. syrsoN's gone. We do have another 5-on-4. Save Dwarf does nothing. They can recover it, which G2 will. But bit of an issue here now. Taking so much grenade damage. Another meaty HE towards the B apartments. Once again, sends Big packing. Not really much they can do about this situation. tabseN will be exploring his options towards the connector. But this is looking so secure on the G2 side. His AK, remember, will be happy to duel. As we'll see. The sniper boost up and towards the ticket booth, and I dare say he's got himself a kill here. tabseN though, with the wallbang, neutralizes the situation to a 4-on-4.
Okay, well, chance here. Still a minute on the clock, plenty of time to work. And Hunter, he's going to get a boatload of information as he rounds this corner in no man's land. The bomb drop forward. The orb duel. Keto not able to hit that shot, and HooXi's the one under pressure, but Hunter's here, there, and literally everywhere. Fighting mid, fighting B, bailing them out. The cousins right now are just locking this one down, but Krimbo continuing good form. Nico in spawn with knife in hand. This round is on its head, and he's missed the shot, leaving the young buck m0NESY with the AWP in a 1-on-2 situation, chasing his tail. He has no idea where they're going to finish.
His movement's been great so far. Nails it up towards shore. m0NESY needs to deliver here.
Did Krimbo hear this?
Oh, another great round from him. Again, not really down to the team's tactics, but still hitting their shots when it's absolutely required. T-spawn interaction was awkward as you like. Nico had the option to bail out of that one, facing up against the T-spawn player. It was an equal bout, but him coming out on top there, the round crumbles, and there it is. Lovely work to actually get the opening frag as well. This is a 5-on-4, the easiest frag you'll ever see.
Let's
as
see.
he opens things up.
I was going to say, if we could catch tabseN's kill onto JKS there, he spammed him through the corner of something, right? So, but Krimbo, again, massive three-piece from him. The 2 rounds they have, Krimbo has 6 kills.
Yeah, he's absolutely killing it out there, and we will have a timeout to discuss the options. It's not a must-win round for G2. There is money available if they do want to enter it, and it looks like a few purchases starting to come through. Hunter with the M4. Does that mean the full commitment? Doesn't necessarily.
Yeah, they're following through. They're following through. Nico's just going to have to wield with a deagle here. We've got 3 M4s out, no AWP available. JKS could buy into a kit, not anymore. He's invested a little bit too heavily there into utility. So maybe something that's a bit more of a maneuver for the CTs here, maybe just not a default spread. That might cause a couple of dramas if they do just hang in limbo like a normal round. And you can see on the radar, they've opted for something different. 3 heavy towards A, not so much mid presence here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. JKS leading the charge on that side of the map. See behind him as well. We'll see whether they can actually find the initial incision to bring the round in their favor. Good information regardless. They've called the A ramp is clear. Haven't investigated around the corner. Bomb's still down top of middle as well, but lots of map control granted, and what a shot that is. syrsoN opens up the B bomb site. Hooksy had no idea it was coming.
Yeah, sticking out like a sore thumb, wasn't he? Just on top of that platform there. That's for the plucking, and this is what you want to see. syrsoN had a slow start yesterday, but on Inferno, he was looking much more like himself.
True. But that's a great first opening kill. And
Keto the arm there
toward the other side of the map. Will he be showing himself?
Hunter's screwed, Henry. They know exactly where he is. If Hunter gets any kills here, they know exactly which side of the site he's on. Oh, okay, Nico. He's going to alleviate some pressure again. So it's these two coming in, getting a big kill, buying some time. That bomb's starting to pivot back towards this A site here and is on a collision course with JKS, and he's on his own, tabseN.
This is the thing. Keto has got all this information that no one's pushing Palace, no one's pushed A ramp, and if tabseN went towards the ramp itself, he'd be in a lot of trouble. But the fact he's going silently, he might slip past JKS here, and even behind him as well. This is really awkward. We'll see who comes out on top here. syrsoN probably needs to bail out at this point. He has been seen. Just wants to drop back, and this is the all-important frag now. JKS doesn't deliver against
Gotta hit those.
the Galil, and same story for syrsoN as well, but he'll make up for it. 4 versus 2. Hunter. m0NESY, they're kind of removed from the situation. A spam could come through, but not going to hit the mark. The bomb planted comfortably, and he might just be thinking about saving these weapons now.
Yeah, that's if they're allowed to. Remember this forward position from syrsoN here, and tabseN actually has some pep in the step as far as the hunt's coming. m0NESY's not going to be able to get away with this one, and a great swing from tabseN. The in-game leader's going to punish Hunter. Just trying to stay alive at this juncture, looking to pick up this AWP if he can. He has been noted, he has been spotted, and they're hot on the heels. 3 fights to win, and I'm not sure if he's going to get any of these. tabseN again with the finishing blow, and they're scampering to get syrsoN back his AWP. But they took so much mid-room there, right?
Really
I think they really understood what type of a buy they were up against, took a lot of room.
It made sense, right? With syrsoN just walking up towards short, that vision taken away from connector and window, he gets the opening kill. They actually peel off towards the A bomb side as well. And I have to say, Chad, not trying to upset you or anything, but JKS with the linchpin. He's the linchpin in operation.
Yeah.
He gets that kill, he can turn around and back up towards the Palace, and against the Galil as well, you'd have him all day long. With that angle, doesn't work out for him, and it leads us to a full eco here. Julies for Hunter at least, a smoke for Nico, but once again, helping themselves towards the bomb site, and Krimbo has been fantastic so far. He got them these 3 rounds, and now they're almost certain to get the 4th. There is a bit of a stack here, but very unlikely. I say that with bated breath, that you can do much with this. It does happen from time to time, but the initial 2 kills suggest otherwise. Here we go. Bit of an aim display now, as Nico is the last. He's got Hunter with him. He actually gets 1. The Julies can cause some damage, and I dare say they will, but there it is. No real problem whatsoever.
If you walk into a stack and you only lose 1 player, that's great. That's fantastic, right? You're definitely expecting to have a couple more casualties there. So G2 again are going to be stomaching a buy that is rough around the edges. Definitely missing some of the trimmings.
Yeah, no helmets, no kits, just bare bones utility At the very most for JKS, he gets a diffuse kit and incendiary towards the end, so actually not too bad. It was just weighing up his options. They needed at least one kit out there on the battlefield, and maybe more aggression required. So yeah, pushing towards the Palace, trying to get that first pick, get a bit of map control in their favor. A late throw in smoke.
Well, Keto was the one tasked with... Yeah, bloody hell, you can't take too many of those chances. Hooksy, my friend, he's on the B bomb site, feeling the pressure. But look at this Palace push. They've put Nico all the way up and aggressive, and he can be clamping in behind Keto any moment now. They just need to make sure they hold on to the rest of the map. And well, because of this, mid's open. They're putting so much pressure on Hooksy, though. It doesn't really matter. Nico gets caught by the timing, and Keto swivels. It's now real problems for Hooksy now. Steps out, the site's given up. Maybe it has to be another save.
These weird one-on-ones down to timings, it is not going in G2's favor whatsoever. Every single time there seems to be a 180 flick. They're waiting a second too long, and Hunter has to deliver here, but nothing can be done once again. JKS, Manesi will be left with the rifles, and that's about it. They'll be holding on towards A. The bomb will be planted at B once again. Keto's got it for now, and he's not exactly sure that the B apartments are safe, so they're call for some backup.
Yeah, they're worried about this underpass push, I believe. So, look, traditionally can be a little bit of a drama, but it's clear now.
And
that's all. They're being diligent. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
That's the good. You don't want to be giving away rounds exactly like this.
Both of these teams recently are known for their few share of embarrassing, awkward rounds. You know, you don't want to be giving up the bomb like that when you had a 4-on-2 just to floundering CT that's walking around the map. So, yeah, absolutely, that's totally fine. Make sure you do everything by the book, especially in these high-pressure rounds. Like I said, just really unfortunate for Nico. That seemed like the perfect push.
It shows you what world we're living in when the go-to map choice for G2 in this series is Vertigo, right? I think them having Mirage come in, maybe they'd be quite happy with that, all things considered. When they played over in Blast, it was Dust 2 and Vertigo. Dust 2 definitely being Big's choice in that whole situation, but Vertigo was the choice of G2 back then as well. So they're confident to pick into this map again. Obviously something that they think they can work their trade on, and something that they think that maybe Big can't. But this series, Big coming as the underdog,
massively so.
Because of the head-to-head at Blast and because of the loss yesterday. But G2 as well, this team isn't established yet, right? The assumption comes with the name and the players in the team, right? The expectation for them to perform is there, but whether or not they can, we're still learning, right? They did the job at Blast, they qualified for the final, sure, but it wasn't a strong showing by any sense of the imagination. Yeah, exactly.
But that was about it.
That's it. They got the job done. They're not impressing us yet. And if they're going to get pushed here by Big today, I'm sure that will continue to be the consensus.
We were saying outside chat as well, G2 only have one remaining French member, and that's the coach. Yes. It's kind of nuts to think even just a year or so ago, there was the majority of French players now all gone.
Yeah, it is. It's showing the changing of the tides here, right? There's definitely been a big shift. G2, once upon a time, was full French, and over the years has just chopped and changed. And now you see the complexion of the roster that we have right now. Who, look, it's a team with a lot of names that people at home know, but
which comes with a lot of pressure.
Exactly.
Right? So getting over that is going to be one of the main things, especially for the new signings. But quite a good little duel here. That's
well, Hooksy's dead.
Huge amount of damage from the USP, but yeah, he is absolutely dead. 13 HP, and Keto trying to open things up. This could be a bit of a nightmare for them. A double kill from JKS, finally making his presence known towards that balcony position, and couldn't be sooner or later, because this is actually falling apart once again as Krimbo will find the double kill. 3-on-3. syrsoN holds towards the jungle position. We have got the AK-47 here at Connector. That's all they've got left there. They can't recover those rifles. syrsoN knows it. Holding off for the rotations, and all three players for Big on this side of the map. Krimbo and tabseN holding towards the A ramp, waiting once again for those probing CTs. And Hunter, he's investigating the wrong side of the map. He's actually pushing up towards the B apartments. At least that's information garnered that they're not there, but the information will come a little bit too late, as I feel like they'll be going in any second now.
They're pausing now, right? They're waiting for this reaction. If Hooksy can get himself under this balcony, he can scoop up this gun. There's a kit there as well. Now, they will see that this isn't on the floor. So if Krimbo, he's connecting the dots, he should have a good idea that somebody else lies in wait. But Hooksy's so low, and Krimbo, he's a force to be reckoned with. Another kill for him. Another massive haul from Krimbo. This is his third 3K round in the game so far. But honestly, a menace on a map like Mirage. Needs to avoid the AWP. Ready for the syrsoN peak. And now, this is when Hunter comes into play.
Here he comes at the A ramp. He's flanked all the way around.
There's guns here, Henry. There's guns on the ground.
You're absolutely right. The bomb will be planted. He's actually timed this to perfection. He could catch them out of the CZ. Not the best weapon for the job, but he nails it. Now just down to Krimbo, who's had a fantastic showing so far. He has saved more than one round so far for them. The grenade comes through, they start to swarm him, and there is the killing blow. G2 finally still one of these rounds away. A light investment into the round, one M4, a couple of CZs, and I was a bit worried for Hunter there. That's not the weapon you want to use at any sort of range, and manages to nail both the headshots
It's curious. I would love to talk to some of these players who, let's say, off-meta in terms of some of these pistols that they like, because we've seen the faveN come back into favor a lot recently, but some people still do enjoy the CZ. And maybe they're only buying that pistol. It could be map dependent, it could be position dependent. It'd be great to hear some of the theory behind some of this. I guess we'll have to wait because it's always under lock and key. But a nice little put together round here from G2 with a few saved weapons. And that's 7 now. One more from winning the half, and double orbs out here. He's equipped one.
I love that at the B bomb site. It means you can just have one player there patrolling it in a defensive or offensive manner, gaining a lot of control, but can fall apart to executions as well. He can be locked out by the flashes and the smokes and give up the B bomb site sometimes, but he has got Hunter towards short, who Krimbo is looking to take down here. Smokes and flashes exchanged, and so far mid-control granted towards the big side, who scuttle across quickly. Didn't feel too comfortable there, and that's going to be a great sequence. Flashed in towards the ladder room. JKS will pick up the first frag, and Nico not done yet, drops himself another smoke.
Tells him a very different setup. If the A anchor is in window room, what the hell is going on here? Well, we can see it's a retake. m0NESY over towards that ticket position, HooXi over towards B, and, well, faveN right now has been chunked down to 18. Nico, he knows that there's a player under window. That Molotov, it's going to give it away, and JK's looking for a safe hidey hole. It's going to bounce off the ladder, get the kill. Nico comes out, and that should be the round.
What a great sequence of events there. It looked like JKS was done for, couldn't dismount off the ladder. Molotov burning him down to 30 HP, manages to get a frag upon exit, and then Nico can just slide out, knowing there was a player down there by the window. All the information gathered, kills found, and round number 8 on the board. No problem. faveN and Keto remain, and at this point with 30 seconds, just going to be holding on to the AK-47s. But yeah, very well done. Good adjustment there, seeing a few different setups here from G2. We've seen the mid-aggression, the standard A setup, and now this retake with the double orb as well. So HooXi backed up by Hunter. They're not going hunting here whatsoever, though. They'll just be holding on to the rifles they picked up.
If you know there's 2 ops in play now and you're big, are you going to consider something quite B-heavy here? Because, look, running over double ops on that B bomb site, it's hard to retake. If the orb's there and he misses the first shot and gets flashed,
has he fired a shot at least, though? Oh, yeah, he has. So he was taken out of 16, so he probably did hear it. But yeah, you're right. With a full execution, if you can push off the initial angle and then drop all the smokes towards the outside window and the kitchen door itself, then it's very difficult to hold on to. A couple of flashes can remove you from the round, but this was the moment here. Great incendiary, fight or flight moment there for tabseN. Flashed as well by his teammate, I believe. And JKS, twinkle toes, moving his way out of the ladder room, somehow takes a kill with him. And Nico just reacting to the situation there. Very clean from G2. Get themselves a couple of AK-47s once again.
Well, this is the difference between a 10-5 and a, I want to say 8-7 for G2. If they can't convert here, maybe in a bit of a rough spot. The money, actually, it's better than I anticipated, so they should be able to get out another buy here.
A boost up in the B bomb side for Nico as well. Good for at least once a half.
Just creeping out here, Henry.
Oh, that's the JKS will be more than happy to oblige, and Hunter will join him in the fragging department as well. A 5-on-3 once again, but still a little bit of wiggle room here. A defensive sniper towards the jungle will find faveN and nail the shot, absolutely. tabseN with a gap here, no real reason to peek him. They seem to be aware of his position. The flashes come through towards Sandwich, and at this point, they'll pump the brakes.
Oh, back turn. m0NESY's going to get pantsed here. Oh, tabseN's not going to take the shot just yet. This might come back to haunt him. A stalemate right now. He's been spammed. He'll get the kill. He knows there's one towards spawn, but the second won't connect for tabseN. You can see him there trying to take inventory of the round and see if he could pull a miracle out of his hat right here, but it's just Krimbo. He's been great so far, but denied this time, and JKS will get himself up to 11 kills. I want to really point something out. Note how many kills JKS has at the end of the first half. He mainly does his contributions on the CT side. When it gets to the T half, you're not going to see a lot from him here.
A change of pace as well, that AK-47. The balcony position not really working out too well for him. And most of the round, they seem to have his number on the executions. But in CT spawn, the AK-47, his aim rings true and manages to find 3 kills in total. And the final round of this first half, 9-5, pistols, Galils, an AWP for syrsoN hasn't been massively influential in this first half. In terms of the CT setup, back to preserved setup towards A. JKS once again in towards spawn, and Krimbo investigating the connector position. He's been fantastic in this first half with 12 kills, but only has a Tech-9 to work with here.
Oh, JKS on the secondary AWP instead of the rifle. So a bit of a change up here, and he's actually been tagged down. Krimbo in hot pursuit of m0NESY. I don't think they know he's here. He does now. He's fired some shots. NiKo needs to respond to this, but he can't. So Krimbo again, the menace. JKS in the meantime found one through the smoke. He can pivot back. He can pick up the AK. Got a cache of weapons available here, but this one's still on.
It absolutely is. 4 versus 3. faveN with the AK, and they've got syrsoN on 100 as well. 3 players towards CT spawn. They have got a plethora of flashbangs and retake utility, but do they want to strike when the bomb is planted? A missed shot will suggest they absolutely do, but here we go. A solid defense coming in so far, but it won't last too long. Just Krimbo remaining. He's had some heroic moments so far, but I doubt he'll be able to do much of this. The bomb will be smoked, the defuse will come through. He'll have to leap through any second, Chad. Take a deep breath and hope for the best here. And it's not too bad in terms of damage, but the damage has already been done, I dare say. 10 rounds there for G2. A dominant performance in that first half. They're looking very good, but G2 still have their work cut out for them. We have got the big names lighting up the scoreboard in the form of Krimbo. Hopefully, tabseN will start to turn up as well as we take a break and be back with the second half very shortly indeed.
NiKo. Oh, we've seen the shadow. What? What? m0NESY's in the air!
Dedicate his life to this bomb site. m0NESY on catwalk finds the timing. 8 seconds. If he can drop the bomb, it'd be everything. But it travels into the site. 1-on-2 for m0NESY now.
It's sacrificial. Gives his position away. He wants m0NESY's end goal. Look at this man. Oh, the shepherd staff takes down the goat, and he takes Simple out of the round.
Welcome back, Counter-Strike fans across the world. You join us at a pivotal moment between G2 Esports and Big. The international squad currently leading 10-5 against the Germans, and they'll switch over to the T side of Mirage here, and it's been quite a brutal affair, Chad. Lots of interesting, weird rounds, lots of backstabbing going forward, and it's difficult to know which way this one's going.
They've definitely had to work for these 10 rounds here. Krimbo has had some massive performances throughout here. I think 3K rounds so far in the first half to help get Big up to a total of 5, and that's enough to work with here on the CT side of their map choice. Let's see if they can bring things home and tighten up this scoreline as G2 started investigating in the early stages over towards the second letter of the alphabet, the B bomb site, as the 1xBet odds are favoring the G2 esports side of things.
tabseN patrolling towards short. Nothing at A whatsoever. Suggest G2 will be finishing up to the aforementioned B bomb site. HooXi and JKS lying in wait.
2 smokes, a molly, and some flashes dotted around here as well. So let's see what type of smoke will they operate with. You could do the window as well as the door for market. You could smoke off towards short. You could Molotov towards the bench position, the van position. The flashes, you want to get them nice and high, but there's going to be 3 responders here. Actually, it's utility over towards window and jungle. Selling a little bit of a fake right now as the B util starting to land.
Well, here we go then. The trigger's been pulled in more ways than one. faveN with a lovely couple of shots here to open up the B bomb site. The attempts have been thwarted so far. A response required, but a hat-trick found at a clean sweep from Big. Deny all entrance towards the B bomb site here, and G2 are left looking at 6s and 7s. Nothing at all to report in terms of success in that round. They don't get a plant, they don't get a kill, and they'll be on the force by following things up here.
They didn't even get a chance to shoot back in a lot of those occasions.
Absolutely
right?
not.
They even just blasted them out of the server. That was some massive shooting from that B defense. They locked things down. And look, we don't often really drive this home, but the details of Counter-Strike, the fact that they didn't get the plant, they didn't get any kills, it means that G2 are left in a position where they force battle some Deagle's armor and light util, or they operate with a little bit more of a save, right? And this is really the focal point of how these rounds flow. The economy plays such a huge factor in what buys are available, and right now it's looking like bye-bye as Nico's already dead. Keto now with his MP9 couldn't find himself in a better position, has to fight multiple targets, multiple directions, and hold up a second, this one felt like it could have gotten out of control, but tabseN and faveN will respond in kind, and let's make it 7 rounds now to Big as the AKs come out.
They absolutely will. It won't be a full buy. I think a couple of concessions will have to be made in the form of Galil's, but 4 AK-47s for now. HooXi will have smoke and 2 flashes. That's pretty much the story for everyone here. So certainly serviceable, and we'll see whether there's going to be any sort of aggressive pushes from the Big side. This is a round to do it. Potentially, you've got an MP9 in the mix as well. We saw lots of pushes towards Palace, middle, from the G2 side on their CT campaign, as we'll get into it. A 4-man stack to kick things off here from the Big side. tabseN towards the connector. He's flashed out, actually. We're going to see whether he can step up here.
Well, they're hunting for HooXi here. Not the man for the job, and he's already dead, so the number advantage continues to tumble, and that is tabseN. That's what you want. He is one of the highest fragging in-game leaders we have in the game right now. He's the man that we look to when we think of Big, and he stepped up massively in what is a statement round.
Yeah, well, we did ask the question whether there'd be any aggression towards middle. More than that, a couple of kills found and retreat. And so it will be syrsoN tested this time, but he rises to the occasion. Couldn't be better so far. Krimbo with the MP9. Looks locked in to stop the JKS push towards Palace.
But they know he's the A like lurk, right? They're well aware of this situation. So he's been spotted now, and that's when Krimbo's going to activate with this MP9. JKS should be run down here. Yeah, Krimbo can hold the horses, but also I'm sure he'd love that AK instead of that MP9. There's other locations, though, Krimbo, that you can go get one of those.
Exactly. Plenty of those scattered around the map. No reason just to jump into the crosshair of JKS, but a very, very clean round from Big.
And a very flat start from G2.
Yes,
what are we talking? 1 kill in
the last round. They got nothing in the pistol, then 1 in the previous, right? And then that was about it.
So 1 kill in 3 rounds, and tabseN now up to 17. So this is the Big that we all want to see. Right? He got the call up back from the Academy squad, right? I believe that there was an interview done during Blast, so I definitely heard this somewhere, that was talking about Keto and his contributions on the Academy team for Big, and now having him in the roster that he's going to be able to help out the squad. So you see him being a little bit more vocal in some of these situations, but that's a nice shot from tabseN there.
What a round that was. tabseN completely bombards him towards middle, eviscerates everyone in front of him. Nothing could be done. A great mixture of aggression and utility there. The flashes were overwhelming, to say the very least, and we'll be into another partial buy situation. Barely that. You can call this an eco chat, I would say. Only 2 pieces of Kevlar purchased. That's for Nico and Hunter without helmets. And this half running away from them now. They're actually 3-0 down, presumably 4, as this unrelenting pressure from the big side continues. He's trying to get information towards the underpass there.
The next gun round is going to be a very defining moment in this game, because if G2 get blanked again, like right now we're not assuming a whole lot, and we could be very wrong in the next minute and 10 seconds, but next round's where we really need to start seeing something out of them. And this is what HooXi's brought into the team for, to be able to pull them across the map and make these bigger macro calls for the team. But right now, this is the classic bleed out of the CTU2. Hope that there's a little bit of over-aggression. Big aren't the type of team to give that away. Right? This is the type of squad who normally are buttoned down. You like the approach. They always have the details, always that extra little cheeky bit of geeky utility. Their problem tends to come with firepower.
Well, it's been superb in the second half, Chad. No lack of it whatsoever. And in terms of the setup they've got, it's looking pretty good. They've got tabseN patrolling towards the vent position in CT spawn right now. Will be a B finish here. We've got Krimbo and faveN just ready and waiting. They've still got a couple of flashes, and here comes the first shot. Keto with the AK-47 completely destroys HooXi here, and more of that to come, I think, as the crossfire of doom is completely set up here. Another clean sweep, and that is not finding the kills here whatsoever, Chad.
1 kill in 4 rounds. If you want to look to a couple of fire starters here on this T side, you're going to definitely look to m0NESY with that AWP. He's very aggressive as far as AWPers go in the modern game, and then NiKo is the next man who you have to ask to find yourself that opening kill. Now, HooXi's more than happy to give away his life as long as they get the space and the trades. Now, the question is, are they going to be able to connect all that together? Because I'm sure HooXi's going to gladly give his life away here. Are they going to be able to trade him? So let's see.
Well, here we go then. Need G2 to wake up in the second half. 1 kill won't cut it. Group mentality towards middle. 3 players there ready to receive any aggression from the CT side. It's the A ramp they're focusing towards this point.
Oh, crawling down. JCast is in an unusual position, and again, he's anchoring this A ramp, unable to get the shot. Keto just absolutely deletes him there.
And it's what we talked about. Getting the AK-47s on the CT side, it does open up these points of aggression for you. No flashes required. Another pre-fire towards JKS. Frustrating.
HooXi's been spotted. Oh, no, he hasn't.
He's got the kill, though, at least.
Definitely needed that one. A scrappy spray. He will get it and get away, but 8 points of health here. It's up to the rest of G2 now to see if they can make this happen. But that's the second kill in the first 5 rounds of this second half.
Absolutely true. It's getting very scrappy and clumsy out there, but still, it's a 4-on-4. HooXi is the walking wounded. NiKo will join up with Hunter towards middle. m0NESY with the AWP, smoking out the window. He'll be checking towards the connector momentarily. That's where syrsoN resides, and he's got himself in hot water. Spotted. Burns, but still alive for now. tabseN will drop, and that's the response. And this is looking much better for G2 here. 40 seconds remaining, and there's no CT presence towards A whatsoever, Chad. We've just got faveN and Krimbo towards B. They know they're the B players as well. I don't think they'll be going for this one. We'll see.
Should be able to plant open quite safely here. They've smoked off their cross, and yeah, the save's already happening over towards the B side. So who would have thought it? But HooXi's kill actually really helped them open up the round.
Absolutely. Like, the fact they lost JKS so early on as well, you thought, okay, this is surely done. They've got too much confidence. They're looking way too agile right now. They fall back and somehow give up the kill to HooXi there. Like we said, scrappy as you like, but it doesn't really matter. It enables them to actually pick up the round, gain that mid-control, and stampede in towards A. This was the kill. I'm surprised he didn't get traded out here, but well done to HooXi. Great shot from NiKo. That's obviously an exciting factor as well.
Yeah, really nice shot there. That's a little bit frustrating as well after that really good shot from Keto for him to go down. It was really down to the detail. I thought Keto may have even seen him on that jiggle. And thanks to Jay for highlighting that pixel gap that I never knew existed over towards the B apartments there. So thanks, Jay. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to unsee that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that either.
How long's that been there for? This map's been around for more than half of m0NESY's age.
Very true. And let's have a look then. Big after finding the opening kill.
Double orbs.
Do give up the round. They will go for double orb setup. faveN and syrsoN will be leading into charge into round number 21 here. Or for m0NESY as well. AK-47s are plenty. Their money is okay. It's on the brink of destruction if they give this round up, though. So we'll see what they've got in mind here. More players towards the A side of the bomb side to kick things off. An A lead. Bomb there as well. Hunt up. Just showing the mid-presence at the very start, and they'll be smoked out for now. Do they want to go any further? They might have to. The grenade's coming in their direction. They will pull the trigger. syrsoN with first contact, and it's a double kill. Completely blind through the smoke. A collateral is delivered, and Keto will find the third frag. Nothing G2 can do about it. I like the change of pace, Chad. I like the approach, but very unfortunate for them there. They lined up, and they get knocked down.
Doesn't get better than that, does it? Beautiful timing right there. Just had to pull the trigger, and they line right up. The flash, it was good too, but nothing working
catch a
for
break
G2
here,
right now. How's tabseN got away with that one? This is looking great from Big.
m0NESY can't do much about this. He'll be in towards T-spawn. He's fast, but he'll have to wait. Oh, actually, tabseN's coming straight towards him. He'll at least get one kill here, I would say. Nice shot. Needs to be careful here, though. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile every single time. Molotov, he knows he's got a chance here. Baits out the shot. Oh, Desi can actually do something with this, Chad. Great shot with the Desert Eagle, though. They will scoop up the AK-47s once again. The double orb setup remains. And what a round that was. That's the sobering moment for G2, right?
But that would really get me fired up, right? The fact that they've just won a round, you're thinking, boys, our money could be on the edge here if we can't convert this. The AXQ's coming, and syrsoN does this, right? Look at this. He's blind, the smoke's pluming. He just takes that shot. It's perfectly timed. Keto right now, there's so much pressure taken off, and yeah, you know it's frustrating to lose that type of a death there, but this is massive from Big.
Because he didn't actually see anyone there. I think he just shot into the smoke, right? Just as he gets blind. It's not necessarily lucky, but it's unfortunate for G2 for sure.
Now, a timeout has been taken, and I did get a tweet coming in from Christian. He wanted to ask the question about talking about the papers on the table. Now, Na'Vi is normally the best one to focus on when we're talking about the amount of notes, but he wanted to know what type of notes would we see on them. He's seen a lot more of these papers around, and I would say in modern Counter-Strike, it could be a bunch of things, right? It could be the option of, hey, look, it's just a couple of little details on strats they want to run, or it could be actually match specific on tendencies or remembering smoke
That's
lineups.
what I was going to say. I think tendencies and some lineups and stuff, that would be the main thing for each matchup. Depending on each map you're going to play, you have your notes on who you're up against, what they like to do, what to look out for, when a certain strategy to be called, what you need to remember to do, those sort of things. I guess we can't say for sure, but that's what you'd imagine would be in there.
Yeah, and also when you think about this, the coach gets 30 seconds in a timeout. He can leave you with a parting message of, yeah, check strategy 3, right?
Exactly.
And then you've got another 15 seconds in freeze time. But a late mid control, and Hunter has found an entry towards mid right now. syrsoN is in a lot of trouble here. Has been pushed off the line. That Lurkout Palace, it's good. It gets JKS a kill, but syrsoN is just hitting everything. How's he ready for that one? Hooksy, leap of faith through the smoke, dead, and now we have a 2-on-2 with the Cousins versus Orps.
Oh, we said syrsoN didn't do much in the first half, but my God, is he delivering in the second. A collateral to open up the previous round, and now a stunning 90-degree shot towards a connector. As you said, though, the synergy of NiKo and Hunter. They're hoping they can prevail here. They're not together right now. Disjointed in many ways, but it's Hunter that's getting all the information towards B. He's calling that all be clear.
How much space does he take? Does he push his way all the way into
I would say so. I would say that's the best port of call for sure. Trying to get a really awkward, annoying position for the CTs to rotate in. Remember, they've got Orps as well. How do they possibly clear this out if you get on top of the fridge, for example? That's an option.
Yeah, syrsoN going to be ready for this. He considered it, but at that point, maybe now just to save the faveN here.
I think. He's very, very far away. Bomb to be planted.
He's going to have a look in. Oh, tossing the bomb down. They're giving him opportunities to get a little bit closer here. Does he want to change weapon into a rifle? No, going to stick with the AWP.
He's exploring his options at least. They've tucked themselves in. One wrong move could spell disaster for G2 here. He just needs to find that first kill to bring it back to a 1 versus 1, but time is of the essence now. Getting to about the halfway point, pulls out a Desert Eagle. It looks like he does fancy his chances. Elite's going to be looking for some exits. I don't think it's possible for him to win the round anymore, but maybe he can take a couple of players down with him. So here it is. There's the opportunity, and unfortunately for him, NiKo will be ready to strike. And there it is, 12 rounds for G2. Back and forth we go the last few. After a 4-0 start on the big side, G2 starting to look a little bit more awake here.
Hunter's the hero in that one again. Hunter right now is the hero of the map. He was coming in clutch in the late moments, in the early stages of the first half, and now here, this opening kill, that's massive. It's on to tabseN, who's been a menace here. JKS gets a kill, immediately traded. This second one is beautiful from syrsoN. You get the flash with little bunny hop around from NiKo, but it's Hunter, the one taking all the liberties, all the risk, and all the space on the B bomb site. So back in it now, but Big have another buy.
Yeah, but not the perfect setup. JKS on the Khalil. The run boost here. m0NESY will be flung across. And for now, mid control granted, no damage exchanged.
A bit more like the default spread here. And the fact that faveN is up in towards the palace position, they know that it's less likely JKS is there. So starting to piece this one together are Big. And Keto's actually going to push the issue. So this is really good taking of space. They know they can't fight for mid control, so they'll look to the extremities.
G2 tried a lot of this on their CT side and were thwarted with every single attempt, I would say. syrsoN might have spotted a player there, but we'll see. They start to push towards the B apartments as well, gaining a ton of information here.
Oh, JKS has just left. Keto
has got all the way to T-spawn.
He might get to clear all of this, Henry.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Nice little grenade there towards Hunter. 24 damage inflicted, and at this point, they might be able to guarantee they're going towards B.
Oh, Krimbo's been great so far. He's going to have to be even better right now. Just jump spotting from that van position. Has a HE and a flash in his hand, and the fight is coming. The util raining over 35 seconds. Krimbo needs to get a move on. He's been caught in transition. He has still plenty of HP. Pivots back in time, but hooksy, he's got the opener. The bomb's now loose, and syrsoN can be a menace with this off. He's been gooshed on through. The flames are there, but it's m0NESY with the AWP. And is it enough? They still need to get this bomb. It's in no man's land. faveN can try and lock this down, and the flank from k1to is here before they expect it.
It's finally being activated. They didn't actually rotate many players over, but it might not matter. What a shot that is. faveN will find m0NESY fall through the smoke. And at this stage, back to a 3-on-3.
They're not ready for the flank.
Comes through, and you're absolutely right here. This is absolutely huge. k1to will open things up. Only finds the one, though.
4 bullets. JKS needs to get a lot done here. Hunter's not close, and it's not planted for Hunter either. As soon as he steps out, faveN, the secondary AWPer, steps up big, and a 3K from him. A round that should have been G2's. They were in the site. The only thing that undid this entire round was the bomb getting let loose.
Absolutely, it went into a really awkward position for them, and we were talking about that push on the CT side as well. k1to didn't actually give the call that this is a clear bomb site, get over towards B. There was one player waiting for them. Krimbo goes down quickly, and luckily syrsoN got one, but it's faveN who comes in and goes absolutely nuts with the AWP. k1to activated with the flank eventually, but still, what a round. G2 will be kicking themselves to let that one slip by. It looked like everything was going in their favor, and now the money's starting to get weaker and weaker. AK-47's at 1 Galil, this time in the hands of Hunter. They head towards middle. The double orb's been a real nuisance for them.
Yeah, they're getting pushed here, big. No slouch now. They've obviously stomached the loss yesterday to outsiders, but this is hooksy forward ahead. He wants to take a fight here. They really need the in-game leader to get them a kill or some information. He can't go down without a fight. He has all this room, and Krimbo's just safely repositioned still on his absolute lonesome here, still Krimbo. Steps forward, and hooksy softens him up, down to 48 points of health. He doesn't have anything to follow through, and they just walk out dry top mid. They didn't even rotate over to help him. hooksy was trying to sell everything, but big, they're not buying.
They're not buying it at all. Sure, it's a 5-on-4, but damage has been inflicted, significant damage towards faveN as he'll be dropped down to 22, and here comes the readjustment from G2 now. Back towards the B bomb side they go. They have been granted access a few times. It's just the closing stages of the round that seem to fall apart for them.
They have to smoke the windows. faveN's AWP is going to be here again. They have to try and isolate Krimbo.
They've dropped utility over towards m0NESY, so you have the bomb as well, so he'll be throwing his teammates in. The smokes will be deployed momentarily. Here they come, and Krimbo having to defend, and this is looking problematic. Very good flashbangs though, and Krimbo will be dropped. Perfect entry towards the B bomb, so I couldn't ask for better here. Bomb to be planted, no problem, as it will be thrown over towards Hunter, and the CTs aren't going for it. They don't fancy this one at all, and there we go. G2 hold on to their lead.
Playing the long game here, big, you can understand, right? There's no point giving away all these 3 rifles here. The loss bonus, it's bottom of the barrel. They need to hold on to these guns to at least scrape something together in the next, but this one's going to come down. Maybe even all 30 rounds here. Could even be the closest game we've casted so far throughout Group A and Group B.
I think you might be right, yeah. This is definitely the most competitive game, it feels like, in terms of the scoreline and the back and forth affair we've seen so far. Both teams starting to wake up in the fragging department, and yeah, a justified save here from Big. They'll have more than enough firepower going forward. The money running a little bit low, so syrsoN might have to drop along with tabseN as well. But it's where it all started. The opening pick with the AWP. JKS happy to fight through the flames here, and they get the double opening towards the B bomb side. This time faveN can't find multiple kills, and there it is, 13-11.
It's really rough though for Nico, for him to have to like he's trusting in the in-game leader's call there. It's like, look boys, I'll fake B, I'll draw all the eyes off mid, and then you guys can just swing out mid and take some fights. And there's an AWP just waiting there. And it's your,
of course, it's Nico that
your
gets
best
dropped.
rifler, who, look, he's not having a great game right now, but
sure,
you know, that's just worse. Salt in the wound right there. As we do see I don't know, he's not a displeased looking God B. He's just kind of, I guess he can't do a lot right now, can he?
He's just waiting for his team to come back online here on the CT side. And k1to might be the man to find that opening. He certainly does. That's a great headshot towards Hunter, but a quick trade. m0NESY will dispatch of him. I love this, though. syrsoN trying to find that second. Doesn't necessarily have to. Yeah, he can just fall back off this, I would say.
Ooh, through the underpass. They're going to have to deal with him here, G2, because 2 players, that's Nico and JKS, are over towards the B apartments. They have to know he's here. They have to know he's here, and Nico will deny. Wow. Look at this. Kills just come in mid from m0NESY. This round is done in the blink of an eye.
Huge round to pick up.
That could be the game-winning round.
Yep, and look at the money on the left-hand side of your screens. Absolute zero. syrsoN, tabseN, Krimbo.
Oh, don't overcook the pooch here, boys.
Don't overcook the pooch.
You've got to take your pooch out of the oven at some point. You don't want to burn pooch.
It's absolutely true.
They're overcooking the pooch right now. They don't know where faveN is. They're investigating. Now, we praised Big for a similar scene in the first half. Let's see if we can praise them as well here. But this was the kills over towards middle. This is m0NESY. We just...
Okay. Kill.
All right. Yeah, you take those.
So, m0NESY just confirming the A site's open.
Yes, it could be
this
bad
could be bad
info.
information, though, because he's actually toward the palace. They're going to make noise going past him.
Hello.
Here we go. This is where things get a little bit problematic.
Now,
JKS going to hide. At least it wasn't a bomb carrier. That would have been like a classic G2 round. Losing the bomb and T-spawn, the round has falls apart to a 3 versus 1. But the percentages are way in their favor now.
Still could be a classic G2 round.
I don't think so, but yes,
well,
could be.
Hold up a second. Sure. Justin's planning for... he's
it's a nice plan.
m0NESY's here. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you see the young buck, you start to have a bit more confidence, don't you?
Yeah, that's true. So he'll still fancy this one with no kits and the AK-47. If he can get a cheeky kill to kick things off here, maybe there's a chance, but a very slim one even now. They'll have some information as to where he could be, checking towards shorts, and of course the B apartment's position. And yeah, I would say that's the right call. As we mentioned, they've got literally 0 cash going forward, so this could be a problem.
There's an AWP here available, right? This is where syrsoN died, so unless they threw it away and we missed it, faveN should be able to find himself an upgrade. So just checking out the stairs to see where it is. Just making sure nobody's around. He's thinking, man, I would love this AK. I would really like to use this AK.
Are we sure we need a sniper, guys?
But I guess...
Oh, hold on. He actually survived.
Okay,
just to be clear.
Yep.
He got the kill and
you and I both did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
He killed m0NESY as well. It's all good. We can confirm the AWP has been retained and the lifeline, the life raft, here it is. You even get a quick replay of it.
Had he have lost that, though, definitely worth the chase. If he loses that, call it game.
Sure.
But the fact they've still got a timeout here, they've got the AWP, the star sniper is going to have to shine brighter than ever, Chad. They really need him to step up here. G2 on the brink of taking his first map, picked by Big as well, and they don't have a lot to work with. They've got to make a serious decision here. Financially, I think the only option is to invest into this round. You've got the AWP already. Might as well give it everything you've got, deny map points, and hopefully close things out. Like, it will take a bit of luck. It will take some strategic positioning, maybe a bit of aggression here, but the timeout concludes, and I dare say they might not be buying at all.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot here to...
I would say with the AWP there, that's your best bet, but they think otherwise, and hopefully can still make it work. So syrsoN will still be on the campaign to try and get opening kills here, and he'll be boosted up towards short. But what can he make of it? Not very much to kick things off, I'm afraid, down at 27 points of health. That's not the best start.
Fortunately, he's not pinned. He can use this window smoke to actually get away. So because of his HP, it's not a huge issue at this juncture, but they did note him early. So they knew that there was a player over towards that vent room. This is sent Hooksy and the rest of his merry men back towards this A site. Now, the reposition of syrsoN is B, which is the wrong call. That's a miss smoke or a new meta. You guys can decide at home. I don't want to...
Protecting the crow's nest.
Yeah, it's a safety. Now here comes the A exec. faveN, he's got the CZ75. We saw Hunter get a kill with it. Let's see if faveN get anything done. Keto's been dispatched. JKS will kill him. And oh, that's a quick find before faveN can get away with that AK. So going to remove him. Now, do you want to chase for this AWP? The loss bonus in the next round of play, we're looking at 2,400. Do you want to try and find syrsoN and remove the AWP?
It would be massive if they could, but it looks like tabseN will be making his way towards the palace. syrsoN to cover him as well from T-steps. I guess they have no information as to where he is. You'd have to split up and run around individually, potentially into 2 CTs and give away an AK-47. Yeah. That would be the problem, I think. Especially against the AWP, it's probably like a shooting gallery set up at this point. And indeed, syrsoN will be waiting for an opportunity. So yeah, I would say, to answer your question, I'd say probably not. As you can see, the AK-47 is available, though.
Here we go. Watch it with these fast fingers. This is a 5-finger discount right here for tabseN. And if he's real hungry, he'll get the kit too. Hold up a second. He has a kit, Henry. He has a kit. And he has m0NESY dead to rights here. The first, he's letting it pass. He's letting it pass. This would be such a G2 round. Running in to defuse the bomb. tabseN is denied.
I was going to say, did he have to kill him there? Was there a chance he could have run in and just defused it?
Maybe. It would have been very close regardless. A sound cue might have been noted as he had to drop off. But even still, I guess he thought maybe they...
Oh, it's gone.
Maybe they were doing exactly that, hunting the AWP.
They do have enough for a Keto AWP. He purchases it, so not all is lost. A couple of readjustments here with the weaponry. Juggle them around in spawn. Should be fine, but now 4 rounds in a row required from Big on their map pick. G2 looking more and more comfortable here after a real bumpy start here on the T-side campaign. They actually found themselves 4-0 down, 5-1 down after that. A reset came through, and things get a little bit bumpy for them, but still, the AWP for m0NESY will be absolutely fine against the ill-equipped syrsoN who doesn't have the helmet. No kits, barely any utility, but they do have the firepower behind them.
Well, it has been a close game. See if Big can extend play here. tabseN, 19 kills for him. The in-game leader has definitely got his today. faveN up to 20. You've got 16 for Krimbo. He had a great first half. 14 for syrsoN and k1to with 12. And as you say, his name here, he is starting to aggress this ramp position. Now it's actually NiKo lying in wait, not JKS this time. So how far will k1to push the issue?
I don't think much further. The idea is probably to be baited in by the sniper.
Switch.
Yeah, I think that would be the port to call it. But the fact they've had to leave some parts of the map open, connector being one of them, this could be a huge problem.
Kill,
yeah, it's a freebie. tabseN at least gets one before he goes down. Unfortunate there for m0NESY. Good job. They've actually held on to this round quite nicely.
Well, they should expect JKS coming through Palace now. His position should be more than noted at this juncture. And, well, there he goes. He swings out k1to towards Sandwich. They have to deal with him. It's around CT spawn. Hunter's coming in extremely late for this. Huxi needs to stay alive while Hunter gets in position, and time is the biggest issue. That's k1to dead. A 2-on-2 ensues now as a smoke drop towards connector, a safe plant down, and Hunter just needs to bodyguard Mr. President.
Bomb planted, a couple of flashes available. As noted, no kids coming into this round, but a great shot. 2 versus 1, all down to Hunter, who's been playing fantastically well so far. Flashbang goes at the top, knows he has to be a little bit more active than usual. Can't afford to be smoked out here. Stifled in the 2 versus 1. He is applying that pressure. 1 kill, presumably would win the round from them. Might even line up, but a double spray down comes through. Well handled, and the defuse looks quite comfortable in the end.
Okay, so they're going to be able to pick up whatever goodies they can find. I'm sure faveN will get himself an AK. That AWP's been picked up now to give to syrsoN again. So definitely extending play here. But a close round, and the G2 probably feeling like they should have won. They're able to get Hunter with all that space in the early stages, but the trade's going against them here. You can see in the dying moments, Huxi not realizing he was exposed right there. Didn't think anybody had gone past that connector smoke just yet, but unfortunately for him, they were hot on their tail, and now G2 with a plant can get another buy, but you don't want to get broken in the very, very late stages. Both teams without money, and the only ones that's really going to affect here is going to be G2, because Big have to keep buying no matter what. Yeah,
absolutely true. Tactical timeout used by G2 here, just to make sure they recalibrate and close this one out as quickly as possible. But some signs of life now for Big. There is a real chance they could pull this one back to overtime. They're on the CT side. It's their map pick. We're starting to see the stars align with some of their big names here. syrsoN with 14 kills seems to be getting stronger and stronger as the map goes on. And Krimbo, he has cooled off a little bit since the first half, but still a few rounds left to play here. Who will be shining brightest as we get into round number 28? Looks like an aggressive mid-push, potentially from the CTs as they get inside towards the window room.
Okay, not the run boost, just a peek off the top of his in-game leader's head there. So an elevated angle to look for syrsoN, and actually, oh, he might get the chance because syrsoN has to run back through connector, but m0NESY was already with the dismount. That could have been a kill right there to open up this round. Now it's a bit of a stalemate.
syrsoN with the positional advantage. They can flash him off the position. It looks like the run boost will come through. Did spot the boot though, and a rare miss. Oh, can't make up for on the second. faveN will take that all day long. Another 5 versus 4. Awkward there, no trade potential whatsoever. The run boost does throw him into no man's land. m0NESY can't convert.
Now, we spoke about this before. It did seem destined to be going all 30 rounds, and seeming ever more likely now. JKS does take a brunt of that nade damage there, and NiKo with a lurk smoke trying to buy some room over towards this A site. Using the gap, nobody obliging, nobody putting their head in that guillotine as window will be re-smoked, but they're ahead of this. faveN with this push. Not only did he get the opening kill, he's got all the information on the map. There's going to be 4 players over towards this A site here. And G2, unless they have a head on the swivel ready just to play deathmatch, they're screwed. Even more so now. Look at that from tabseN, perfectly timed. Huxi again in the open with a nade out. That's an in-game leader's worst quality right there. And here's the round winner. The lick at the back of the envelope.
Well, here we go then. The remnants of G2 make their way in towards the A side, and still a fighting chance here. NiKo working in tandem with JKS.
Surely faveN wins this.
Well, NiKo's down to 1 HP as well. The plan will be scrappy, but they managed to get it down. Can he retreat from the bomb site? faveN surely has got his number, and both players in position. There's the first kill, checking beneath the balcony. That's where JKS is known to play, but this time can't find the frag. And there it is, another round on the board for Big. The bomb planted. I don't think it yields another buy for G2. This might come down to round number 30.
Yeah, their money's in a really rough position. They could definitely half invest here, get out some Tech 9s, a little bit of light util. But you feel like they're going to have to give this one up as far as the full purchases are concerned. And this right here from faveN is exactly what you want to be seeing from him, right? Just finding a lot of impact throughout this game. He's towards the top of the scoreboard in the entire server. 25 kills in total, tying him up with Hunter on the other side of things. tabseN with 21 kills. So you're starting to see a few more of these individuals finding their form on Big. And Maui was talking about the firepower with the tabseN getting removed from the picture here. It's definitely the case with k1to too. You've seen him have some moments, even though he's bringing up the rear here.
Well, it is just going to be an eco, I would say. Not even really a partial buy. Sure, they've got some upgraded pistols, but no armor to speak of, and just a couple of bits of utility. Brooksy will try and make his way in towards the B side of the map, but they're getting picked off already. Honestly, will be quickly dispatched of, and they're falling back towards A here, just hoping they can maybe get a plant down at the very most.
The fake worked, right? It was 3 players trying to help out B in the early stages there, but that may have just been the setup. When you see syrsoN's AWP already perched on Cat, Big may have been one step ahead of this call, as Hunter has done his classic maneuver here, but Krimbo too wise, and that's a bomb delivery. So thank you very much. We'll be setting up here within the kitchen. We can make ourselves a sandwich. There's a television to watch. We'll be doing a bit of stock on the shelves around here. And, well, this is maybe even overtime, Henry, as faveN will find his 27th kill, continuing to add him to the tally, make it 28. And, wow, sleeping on the bench. We got a couple people around here like that. I've been taking some naps on benches.
Couple of cuddles there. And yes, indeed, it will be Big, one step closer to overtime. Money is okay, about 5K per player on G2, so they'll have enough for a pretty much full buy. No AWP, I would imagine, but still, Big have done a great job in pulling this one all the way back. 3 rounds in a row, a couple of tight ones thrown in there as well, and it will be another G2 timeout. As we get to the crescendo of Mirage here, what a map it's turned out to be. It was looking quite like a little bit quiet to kick things off. What is it? G2 up 6-1.
Yep.
Big couldn't really get going. Then a similar story on the second half as well. It was Big that found themselves a 5-1 lead. So the T-side campaigns have been slow for both squads, but G2 need to turn it on. It's now or never. We'll see what they can do in round number 30. 5 AKs across the board here. The AWP of syrsoN will have free roam at the map, as the impact player will be faveN. He's actually stepped up tremendously. All players make their way towards the B side and window.
Okay, well, no AWP from Honesty. It means that you're less likely to see him go for that type of a peek. Oh, never mind. They're just going to swing out middle again. So the window smoke is all they need right now to get things going. And tabseN stands and delivers one. The trade is there, and now we fall into a very early 4-on-4.
Assertive play from tabseN. He's more than happy to take those duels time and time again, and more often than not, he's doing damage, he's finding frags, and throwing a spanner in the works. Whatever they had in mind, they have to pump the brakes now, and Krimbo, he's going to be tested here, Chad, in front of the smoke. I think this could be idyllic for him, but no. It's a key frag, and faveN once again has to go absolutely nuclear here. He is alone. syrsoN is going to back him up, but the frag has been found. The bomb has been dropped. They'll have to come through the window at this stage, and Nico keeping the dream alive. 3 versus 2. syrsoN with the flick. He connects. And now with a real chance. Can he slow the pace of the round down? He needs backup from k1to desperately. Ring around the rosy here. The bomb scooped up by Hunter and JKS in tandem, and it's going to be k1to to find the kill. Overtime looking likely here. Hunter will have to clutch out once again.
syrsoN's ready for this. He's just posted for this cross. He's reading Hunter, but Hunter is one step ahead. A massive kill, and now a one-on-one against k1to here for the map.
Absolutely everything here, and k1to's pretty far removed. He's all the way up towards short. He's got a flash at the fuse kit, and now has no idea as to where Hunter is positioned. He could be behind the bench, towards the van, in the apartments, or in the kitchen. He props himself up by the window, and he has got vision of the bomb, Chad. So this is the prime spot.
There's a smoke near the bomb here. You can see it on the radar. If k1to scoops this up, he can just drop this on the bomb. He has the kit.
Oh, it's an awkward angle as well.
Fake. Is he going to stick this? He's tapped the bomb. It's drawn Hunter out. He's starting to spam, and k1to swings. He gets the kill. There's time for the defuse. He's on it, and we are going to overtime. Big, all 30 rounds. The Germans, they're still in this one.
Both teams a little bit quiet coming into this series, but my God, have things started to heat up now. That's a fantastic, resounding victory there as they take us to overtime. This is going to be 15-15. We'll take a break and come back with a conclusion of Mirage. Welcome back to ESL Pro League Season 16. You join us at the crescendo of G2 and Big. On map number 1 here of Mirage, we're going to overtime. And just when we thought Big were done, Chad, we thought they were down and out. A resounding redemption arc comes through. They managed to get 4 rounds in a row, take us to overtime, and now starting on the CT side.
Well, we're going the distance, we're going for speed, and someone's going to be eating some cake after this one here as we swiftly make our way towards middle. Lots of biffs and battles of you two here, chunked on down. Hunter and tabseN having the lion's share for either team, and HooXi's already parked himself below window. Looking to boost up. They're trying to get Hunter for one of his classic maneuvers. He's been doing this for years.
For a while. What's happened there?
Okay.
Is he floating for a second?
Hunter can fly, apparently, and faveN apparently doesn't need to fly, just needs to shoot, and he continues to do so. Up to 30 now. Hunter will get that trade. I don't think I've ever seen anybody hang like that before.
I couldn't tell you what just happened there, but either way, it's still a 4 versus 4. Hunter getting lightly sizzled there by the Molotov from Connector, down to 35, and tabseN, he will be left a little bit disillusioned, lost track of the action here. 4 players remain, and Nico starts investigating towards the A ramp, on towards top and middle on the back with m0NESY and his JKS.
Well, they have room, that's the positive, but in terms of a direction, that's still up for debate. 45 seconds about to encroach on the clock here, so HooXi will need to start pulling these puppets around the map.
Yeah, you would assume they'll end up towards A with Nico's position here, but still 35 seconds remain. They've got 1 smoke in their arsenal, and JKS are trying to show a little bit of presence towards shore here, potentially, as his teammates get ready towards Connector. Ideally needs an opening frag and allows them to retreat back in,
Just
and there
like
it is. That actually works quite nicely. There is a rebuttal, but still a 3-on-3,
Oh, Flash
and
is
indeed
good.
going in towards the Connector position now.
Oh, Flash might be, I was going to say, good for proceedings here, but tabseN's dead. It's Keto again from the sandwich position. The dink is fantastic. Hunter needs to get here, and now 13 seconds.
Good
We'll
shot.
deal with this, but guess what? It's Krimbo. He's rotating in quickly. That nade straight down as the molly. It's going to land. It's going to start spreading, but Hunter, again, he's going to save them every day of the week. Was doing it through regulation, now here in overtime. That's the first round of OT for G2.
Absolutely true, Chad, and that's his 30th frag as well. Hunter is going above and beyond for his team right now. 1-0 on the T side. You love to see it. That's where you want to start, and 1 round could be enough.
Again.
So yeah, what did happen there? I've never seen anything like it. He started
I wonder what it looks
levitating.
like from his POV. It could just be like a visual bug.
Was he possessed? What happened here?
Did he get stuck on, like, did the molly clip him and it kind of just blocked him from jumping
Maybe.
forward?
I have no idea. I've never seen that before.
Curious. This is a bit more direct. Directly in towards A. And a smoke landing over towards the stairs. 1 on top. JKS is already out. He's quite blind, but look at that nade. Hunter, HooXi, the walking wounded, the dead as it were, and tabseN. It's his turn. He wants 30. He sees everybody else up the top, and he's pushed on out. 2 kills already.
Yeah, I dare say he can deliver here, Chad. He's got the backup of syrsoN as well. There's the first headshot. They've got a huge advantage now. It'd be their round to give away at this stage. Plenty of time to work with, and incision's found. Nico, we getting a great couple of frags there. This is actually looking dangerous for them now. The third kill comes in. Nico dispatches of 3. Flashbang delivered towards the A site, and it completely wrecks faveN there. He has got himself the AWPs towards jungle, but like I said, time on their side, and the bomb, luckily, in his vision.
Oh, there's a real chance for him. He's had a fantastic game so far. 30 kills to his name. Has been one of the difference makers for Big.
They've got the flashes, though, as well, so before they grab that bomb, I'm sure they'll be deploying them. And what's Nico up to? Is he checking T-spawn? Or is he to do around the world and potentially burn a lot of time here?
I wouldn't mind around the world, because at least if he takes the fight with faveN, it's going to draw the crosshair away from this palace position, hopefully giving time for m0NESY to pick up that bomb and get into sight. Otherwise, faveN has a real shot in this clutch. 30 seconds now.
Yeah, time's certainly not on their side. Nico saving the round this time, makes his way towards Connector, trying to apply pressure to the sniper in towards jungle, and oh, he takes his gaze away for just 1 second towards the A ramp, and that's the time m0NESY strikes, and there we have it. It will be 2-0. A round that looked done once again, Chad, but it's Nico this time the hero, as we do find a 2-0 scoreline, and there will be enough for a double orb situation here on the CT side, just to note that.
That's Nico's best moment in the game so far.
Right, it's been quiet,
It's his definitely most influential moment here. The third kill, it didn't look like he should have been getting this one at all. The second was great, but the fact he has an opportunity, 12 bullets left here, Krimbo has the jump, knows exactly where he is, and Nico's able to spam him on down at range. So great work from Nico there. Just 1 more round now for G2 as the double orbs come out for Big again. faveN's already in bit of hot water here. You can see him aggressively under the window. Now, there's no real pressure to worry about, and it's already looking likely to be a B finish. JKS has the bomb on his back.
Yeah, well, here we go then. Just 1 player there. I say 2. syrsoN's towards the window, but presumably will be smoked out. he can aggress in front of it when the time comes, but Krimbo towards the van position, just doing the jump peek for now. Has been caught out here a couple of times, it has to be said. Molotov's landing on his feet and then having to scramble back towards the bench. But all 5 G2 players on this side of the map. Is it going to be a dry contact take here? And a beautiful smoke. That, oh, I say that.
Very deep.
Actually, might not do much for them at all, unless, like...
Well, they can't come through, but they know no one's pushed.
Yeah.
Still no real movement right now from Big. Window smoke deployed. That is going to deny slight vision for faveN here. He will need to reposition as the B util comes in, but Krimbo, he's used that smoke. Finally gotten a kill. The rotation is coming. The nade NiKo down to 1. Surely Big get around here.
I think you might be right. Back and forth we go. The double orb setup working tremendously well, but still a lot of work to be done here. It's the double orbs who, even if the low HP players in front of them could fall apart here. 3 versus 2. NiKo down to 1 point of health, but tabseN with the flank. This should secure things, I would say. Should be no problem whatsoever, but all the rounds still left here. They're ducking and weaving. They're trying to find an entry point here. NiKo will drop the bomb. It's down to Hunter once again. Surely he can't do this, Chad. It would be absolutely tremendous if he can pull this one off and find the 3-0 in this fashion. Another 1 versus 1. He is dug so deep. That's his 33rd frag, and he will be aggressed upon and not meant to be. Yes,
it's
indeed.
Keto again. He's the reason we're in overtime right now. The Keto versus Hunter 1-on-1 in the final round of regulation. He's going to do him again. So great stuff from Keto to get the gimmies. In that situation, you're hoping, boys, you put me in this terrible position. Now I have to clutch. I got all the pressure. Everybody's watching me.
Yeah, true.
He'll make good on the promise.
Well, it was a scrappy round. Like I said, that smoke didn't look great to me, but the fact that it does make a lot of sense. It looks like you've got a gap, you run through, you've got a slight gray screen, you can just get that 1 kill and just drop off. Actually worked very nicely for him in the end, and there it is. Little scrappy of a finish, but still they get the 1 round, the all-important round. They had to get there on the CT side. It's enough. It's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination as we get into the second half here. And we'll see what G2 can do with their CT campaign. They've gone for their single orb setup, of course. We'll see the flash towards middle as Hunter will swing out and try and find the first kill. No one there to receive the bullets. Grenade towards the top of middle. No one there either.
Yeah, taking a bit of sauce out of this round, aren't they, Big? So a slower approach before the mid control, but they will eventually get it. You can hear them quite loudly stampeding across top mid, but it's about the quickness or the thickness here as they're worming their way down connector. That nade way too early. Nobody there just yet. Now, they are going to creep their way up through connector. This will be an A play.
It absolutely will be, and it's a bit more of a retake setup as well from the CT side. m0NESY and JKS in towards spawn. The former watching towards the palace position, JKS just investigating, and syrsoN offers himself up for free almost. So they'll go through towards the vent here. So the A finish is looking unlikely.
This is wild. 4 players through connector, through the window room, through the vent towards B, and nobody is looking. NiKo is about to get the shock of his life. He's seen one over towards the marketplace. He's gotten the kill. He's seen the bomb. They now know the jig is up.
1 round would do it for G2. That would get them map point. They've got a 4 versus 3, but a great little strategic move here. Big have got the bomb down and a chance now. Fighting chance.
Come on now.
He needs to be very. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, HooXi.
He's dead. You do hate to see it go down like that, don't you, Chad? 3 on 3. A key flank completely sabotaged there. tabseN will burn him to a crisp, and now the CTs have to be very active indeed. The flashbang doesn't actually do anything. Lands in front of the shopping units, and now a 3 on 2. Surely Big can't hold on. The clutches have been going in favor of G2 time and time again. Hunter with the positional control, and there it is. He'll close things out once again. There it is, map point, and got a little bit heated there towards the B apartment.
Give Hunter a pay rise.
36 kills.
Take a little bit off everybody else. Give it to Hunter. Because that one there, he continues to breathe a sigh of relief into this team. Hunter has come up huge, right? You can count the kills, sure, but the impact of these kills late has been the real difference maker here. Here was the oopsie from syrsoN giving away that opener. I still can't believe that's the play they've gone for. I don't think I've ever seen that in my entire life.
I guess it's just on the fly. They've managed to find a huge gap and just let's go for the big walkthrough. And luckily, NiKo gets 1 frag before he goes down. If he gets nothing, I dare say that round falls away from them. But still, map points, as said, double orb setup to try and close things out here. It's been a very difficult map for G2. After going up 6-1, I didn't think we'd find themselves here in overtime, but his Hunter continuing to apply the pressure, and it's a massive mow down as Big have nothing left in the round. Surely, faveN and Keto with completely different positions on the map. The bomb is down. This would be a nice frag to pick up, but taking a lot of damage in the process. It's still going to be a 2 on 2 now.
All right, lads, winning their fights. They've actually made this one interesting. Hunter, how much more does he have to do? Is 40 really the amount of frags he requires? Well, that's not going to be
Julie's
possible
ahead.
now. And the bomb is still loose towards mid. faveN, who's been the hero on the other side, we're in that Batman cape. He's been spotted now. He's...
Good in secondary. Okay.
Go through it. Do it. Do it.
You can't.
Do it.
He has to go
Why
short
not?
and try and fight there and try and pick up the bomb. He can't walk through that smoke. But I guess the idea suggests he could do it. That's why he's thrown the smoke, and we'll see what happens here. 45 seconds. It looks like we're all done. Map pick of Big going in favor of G2, but man, it was not easy whatsoever. But still, this is the moment. Great shot. A 1 versus 1. Chad, he wouldn't, would he?
Oh dear. Hunter's going to let him play the bomb here. He's going to allow him to run down the ramp to try and pick this up before he peeks. It's all about the timing. faveN has a good idea. He could be top mid. He spotted him now, and faveN cannot connect. Hunter, the absolute superstar, 39 kills in total. G2 will just get it done. But that is 1-0 up in the series now.
Absolutely. A hollow victory of sorts, I would say. Some haunting rounds there, but still, it's Hunter, the man of the moment. Just shy of the 40 bomb. They close things out on their opponent's pick in overtime, but still, a real test of mental fortitude for both sides there. They've still got a couple of maps to go potentially, but that was an absolute banger. We'll take a break and be back to the desk very shortly indeed.